Video.
Okay? So,
Ikaw mag-picture me.
picture me. No, just kidding.
Hi everyone, my name is Xandra and I'm here to tell you the story of how I became a cabin crew during the pandemic. Okay, so technically, we were hired last 2020. We applied through IPAMS and IPAMS posted a job vacancy for cabin crew for this airline in Saudi Arabia. So what we did is we applied and fortunately we got accepted. So we were supposed to leave the Philippines last March of 2020. However, pandemic came and unfortunately we were all postponed. Okay, so recruitment process, of course, there is an initial interview. But first, they will check your grooming, the way you do your hair, your makeup, your weight should match your height. And you need to be able to reach a certain height kasi dun syempre nakadepende if you can reach yung overhead lockers sa aircraft. And then, they will ask you some questions regarding your experience, but experience is not required. And luckily, I received the email and the following week, we went back sa IPAMS and then had our second interview. So you really need to study if you would like to apply as a cabin crew. Of course, you need to study for the airline that you're applying for. Need to check their background, when they started, so something like that. Then, we waited for the email again to confirm if we passed. Then after that, the representatives from the airline went there sa Philippines. And then the final interview was done through the senior cabin crews and some of the management of this airline, where they asked specific questions regarding the airline. And we also had this group discussions where they're going to check how you can work as a team or how you work in a team. They will give you some scenarios. Luckily, we got accepted. So we were hired and we were under the impression that we will leave no March 2020 until pandemic came. We arrived here last September 12, 2021. But what happened was we waited for a year and then we received an email from IPAMS last June 28th, I think, June 28th, telling us that the airline will be pursuing our application. So we got very excited about it. We immediately followed the instructions from IPAMS, which is first to complete our medical as soon as possible. So,
Okay, so kakatapos ko lang mag-medical. Saglit lang, basta aagahan. Tapos, lahat kompleto. ECG, X-ray, dental, hearing. Lahat talaga chinek.
we got our MMR vaccine sa BOQ or Bureau of Quarantine. Again, the expenses were initially shouldered by us, but then it was refunded by the agency. So, ganun kagaling, ganun kaganda yung IPAMS, ganun ka-legit. Sagot nila lahat, gagawin nila para makatulong dun sa mga aspiring OFWs natin. And the agency provided us all of the papers needed sa airport, lahat ng kailangan namin. Pinrovide nila, as in, naka-stapler na and everything. Pipirmahan na lang namin, ibibigay na lang namin sa airport.
Love, baliw.
Okay, and then September 11 is the day that we've been waiting for. Ito na talaga, legit na talaga.
Hi guys, ayun, so mag-check-in na kami. At medyo mahaba yung pila. Madaming tao.
When we were in the aircraft, ando na talaga yung feeling na ito na, alis na kami finally. We've been waiting for this for a year and a half, I think. Say hi!
Many unbearable hours later.
So, we just arrived